What's up, you turd smugglers? Today we're going to be building a tattoo
cabinet.
What is that, you might ask? Just a tool
Cabinet
box that holds all my tattoo paraphernalia. Was the old one broke? No, I just didn't build it, I bought it. And I like building
Pooper.
One of the things I want to learn how to use is gang locks. Gang locks is just that thing where it's like one key opens up all the drawers or keeps them all locked. I want to learn how that stuff works. Hopefully I ordered everything I need to make that happen. We'll f around and find out. Some other stuff we're going to be using. I built this for my original cabinet back in the day. The other thing, I built this thing to store all my liquids on the side of my old cabinet. You can pull it out as you need it. Neat. I'm going to build my tattoo cabinet pretty much with the dimensions that this already is and try to retrofit all these other things in there.
Pitter patter.
Let's get at her.
Change places!
Assemble.
I got my carcass done. Now that we got the shell all complete, one, it's time for a blue drink break, which means it's time for a blue drink review. Done. I gotta do some surgery to retrofit my liquid container. It's gonna be tricky. We'll figure it out. I gotta cut out little slots for these wheels because there's a lot of weight once this thing gets pulled out. Now for the part I've been most nervous for, gang locks. Got posts, keys, a bunch of hardware that looks strange. What I do know is I've got some instructions that are older than, well, my viewers, and I know I have to make a dado for this bar to slide in this wood. Here goes nothing. So now I got the gang locks all figured out. We just got to make the drawers. One will be like needles and machine. One will be like my disposable, so I'll have like a lot of like little bins in there. And the last one's just going to be storage. This little gap right here is just going to be a small little drawer where I'll keep my snacks and drugs. I'm thinking Oreos and they'll cancel each other out. I hate drawer slides. It should be that easy. You see all these videos. Oh, cut a piece of board. Mount them in order like the board. And every single time I have to do 1,400 holes. And even then it's not soft close. It's done. Moving on.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Coats of wipe on poly because I'm lazy.
Wax on. Wax off.
If you're building this cabinet or a toolbox for like your shop or for something like around the house, you know, any clear coat will be just fine. However, I do tattoos, and when you're dealing with people's blood cooties, you really want something bulletproof that really seals it up. That way your wood doesn't become a sponge for, well, ickies. I'm using 2-part epoxy. I mean, you can get this whole kit. It's called glaze coat. It's super thick. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt to work with, but it makes it easier to clean and disinfect. So, biggest thing with using this stuff, gloves. 12 ounces of each. It's been about 5 minutes. You're supposed to pour this mixture into a nice clean cup. However, I'm not a professional and I'm cheap, so I'm just using the same cup that I used before. There, I saved $2. We're just gonna kind of pour it and then move it around with this brush, and we're just gonna throw it away because once that stuff dries, it's ruined. Also, I already pre-plasticed all my drawers here. Whatever you don't want this stuff on, tape it up, tarp it off, because once this stuff is on there, it ain't going nowhere.
Spread it on.
"24 hours later."
Not gonna lie to you, this has been slogging on, but now it's time to get our grind on. It's science time. I've always loved those like old school like plates, labels, things that you'd see like on like vintage machinery. Apparently you can do that with acid. Acid and decals. I got this decal from my neighbor Barb.
Sup, Barb?
Use this to kind of block it off. There's videos to show you how to do this. I'm not gonna do it. I just want to get it done.
Two hours later.
Ta-da! It is done. It took a while to get here, but it was so worth it. It fits the space perfectly. I mean, yeah, there's a little OCD-ness in this area, but hey, we'll work with it. I don't know. The thing I forgot to show you because the file got corrupted was the glove holder. So like in this compartment, you can see like when you pull down this, that little apparatus I made goes up and down. The reason I wanted this to move is that if this is always like that, you really have to like jam it in there, where this gives a little bit more relief to switch it out. Over-engineered, I absolutely love it. Things I learned on this one. Number one, if you buy discount lumber, yes, you'll save some money, but it's gonna cost you some time. The reason that drawer didn't fit is because that board that I bought on sale has more curve than like a one-armed porn star, and we had to like put a ton of wood to kind of like force it to be square. It would have been cleaner, it would have been faster, it would have been overall better to buy better wood than try to save, we'll say $15 on the bargain bin wood. Number two, soft close drawers, never again. Only one works. That could be the wood, that could be my fault, but it's like they were working at first, and like the more you use them, the less soft closey they get, and like now it's just like stubborn. Like it's not soft close, it's like struggle close. This is just gonna keep me nice and organized. I'll be able to set my station up blindfolded because it's just efficient, it's streamlined, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I love it. That's quitting time. See you next shift.